Jay here. Welcome to Beginning Guitar Chapter 14. Okay, we're going to keep exploring some dominant 7 chords. When we make a dominant 7 chord, we're going to have a major triad, which is the root, the 3rd, and the 5th, all taken from the major scale, and then we're going to flat the 7th and incorporate that in our chord. So for an A7, we're going to incorporate the note G natural, and normally in A major you would have a G sharp, so that's your flat 7. It's going to give you kind of like a cool bluesy sound. They're also really funky. Good for lots of different kinds of music, and there are certain resolutions that you find all over the place that use these dominant 7 chords. Let's go ahead and learn our A7. Okay, first one, we're going to have open 6th string, open 5th string, and then I'm going to give you a couple different variations, but the first one I like is middle finger on the 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string, ring fingers on the 2nd fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. You can also have your thumb over the top if you want to mute that low 6th string, or just come in from your 5th string. You can also play A7 with your index and your middle finger instead of your middle and your ring finger. Just go middle finger on the 2nd fret 2nd string, and then index finger 2nd fret 4th string. Okay, now another good variation is just add your pinky to the 3rd fret on the 1st string. Okay, you can also do a bar concept. So I'm going to use my index finger. I'm going to have open 6, open 5th string. Index is barring on the 2nd fret on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And then middle finger gets the 3rd fret on the 1st string. And that one has the flat 7 up on top. Okay, for D7 in open position, going to have your open 5th string, open 4th string. Middle finger's on the 2nd fret 3rd string. Index is on the 1st fret 2nd string. And then ring finger's on the 2nd fret 1st string. Your D7 chord, you can also have your thumb over the top to mute your low 6th string. That way you can strum away. Okay, now I call this one the C shape because it's basically like if you have your open C major chord, we're just going to incorporate our pinky. So just slide up your C major chord. So your ring finger now is on the 5th fret 5th string. Middle finger is on the 4th fret 4th string. Pinky's going to grab the 5th fret on the 3rd string. Index has the 3rd fret on the 2nd string. And then try to just target these 4 strings. You can also mute your 1st string and then make some contact with your ring. And you can mute your low 6th string. That way you can strum away. Okay, I'm also going to give you a D7 bar chord. This is a movable shape for the 5th string or the A string roots. So I'm going to have my index finger on the 5th fret 5th string, ring fingers on the 7th fret 4th string, index is barring to get the 5th fret on the 3rd string, pinky's on the 7th fret 2nd string, and then barring to get the 5th fret on the 1st string with your index. Going to make some contact and mute my low 6th string. I'm also going to use my middle finger to apply some pressure, just kind of laying it a bit on my index to help that bar chord. And there's your D7 bar chord, totally movable. So if I want a C7 or a B7 and so on and so on. This chapter's strum pattern is going to have some quarter notes and 8th notes, and we're also going to have a tied note. Okay, on beat 1 and beat 4, we're going to have 2 quarter notes, and that's just going to be recommended for a down strum. When you see a box without a bottom, that's a down strum, and an arrow pointing down is an up strum. On beats 2 and 3, we're going to have 8th notes, and we're going to tie the and of 2 to the downbeat of beat 3. So when you see that tied note, it's going to be connected with the tie. We're going to have our normal value of the note plus the note it's tied to. Okay, for the syncopated note, we're just gonna let that note linger. So on beat 2, we're gonna do a down, up. On beat 3, just miss your down strum, let that note linger, and then resume your strumming on the and of 3. Now here's what the pattern's gonna sound like without a chord. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll be playing these just one time, but I recommend repeat them all 4 to 8 times and check out your different tempos, slow, medium, and fast. Okay, grab your A7 chord and let's go 4 bars with our pattern. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. For number 2, we're going to go 4 bars of D7. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 2 a little faster. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, for number 3, we're going to go 4 bars of A7 into 4 bars of D7. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Switch. Okay, for number 4, we're going to go 2 bars of A7 into 2 bars of D7. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. For number 5, we're going to go a bar of regular A major into a bar of A7 and then repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. Now for this one, if you want to do your A major stack with your index, your middle, and your ring finger, these are all on the 2nd frets on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. For this particular one, I'm going to do my A major. I'm going to stack them with my middle, ring, and pinky. So I've got all my fingers on the 2nd frets on the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string. And then when I go to my A7, I'm just going to release my ring finger and my pinky and then bump my ring finger to the 2nd fret on the 2nd string. You can also do the stack of your A major with your index, middle, and ring if you like that better. They're both good switches. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, for number 6, we're going to go a bar of regular D major into a bar of D7 and then repeat that again for bars 3 and 4. For your D major, get the open 5th string, open 4th string, index fingers on the 2nd fret 3rd string, ring fingers on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then middle fingers on the 2nd fret 1st string. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Here's number 6 a little faster. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. For number 7, we're going to start off with an A7, normal pattern for bar 1. We'll have a whole note rest on bar 2. That's a rest lasting for 4 beats. We're going to switch it to E major with normal pattern for bars 3 and 4. We'll switch it to a C major, normal pattern on bar 5. And then on bar 6, we're going to have a half note. That's a chord lasting for 2 beats. And then a half note rest. That's a rest lasting for 2 beats. On bars 7 and 8, we'll have a D minor with normal pattern. Okay, for E major, I've got my open 6th string, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 5th string, ring fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, index is on the 1st fret 3rd string, and then open 2nd and 1st string. For C major, I've got my ring finger on the 3rd fret 5th string, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 4th string, open 3rd string, index is on the 1st fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. I'm making some contact with my ring finger to mute the low 6th string, or you can have your thumb over the top to mute that string too. For D minor, I have my 1st finger on the 1st fret 1st string, ring fingers on the 3rd fret 2nd string, middle fingers on the 2nd fret 3rd string, and then you can have your open 5th and 4th string. Okay, here comes number 7. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 2, rest, rest. For number 8, we're going to start off with D7, normal pattern for 2 bars, and then we'll go to a G major for bars 3 and 4, and we'll have normal pattern. For your G major, you're going to have middle finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, index is on the 2nd fret 5th string, open 4th string, open 3rd string, ring fingers on the 3rd fret 2nd string, and then pinkies on the 3rd fret 1st string. Okay, here comes number 8. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, Okay, for the last one, number 9, we're going to start off with an A7. We're going to have normal pattern on bar 1, but we'll have a quarter note rest on beat 1. We won't play anything. And then normal pattern for bar 2. We'll switch it to an A minor with the whole note on bars 3 and 4, and the whole note is a chord lasting for 4 beats. For your A minor, you can have your open 6th string, open 5th string, middle finger is on the 2nd fret 4th string, ring fingers on the 2nd fret 3rd string, index is on the 1st fret 2nd string, and then open 1st string. For your A minor, you can also have your thumb over the top to mute that low 6th string if you like. Okay, here comes number 9. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, rest. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 9 a little faster. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, rest. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. For this chapter's scales, we're going to learn the A blues scale and the D blues scale. Blues scale is really cool. Obviously, it's bluesy, hence the name. It's basically your minor pentatonic, and we're going to add a flat 5th in there. So theoretically, the scale is comprised of a root, flat 3, 4, flat 5, a 5, and then a flat 7. Okay, so in the key of A, our notes are going to be an A, C, D, E flat, E to a G, and then back to A. Okay, let's go ahead and learn this in open position. We're going to go open 3 on the 5th string, open 1, 2 on your 4th string. I'm using my index and middle for those. You can also use your index for both notes if you like, and then open 2 on your 3rd string. Coming back down, open 3rd string, 2, 1 open on the 4th string, and then 3 open on your 5th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, for number 2, we're going to hit each note 3 times. It'll sound like an 8th note triplet. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. For number 3, we're going to take the scale up 2 octaves. So let's do what we've already done. Open 3, 5th string. Open 1, 2, 4th string. Open 2, 3rd string. On your 2nd string, we're going to go 1, 3, 4. And then on the 1st string, we'll go open 3, 5. That 5th fret is your 2nd A. That's your 2nd octave. Let's come back down. 3 open 1st string. 4, 3, 1, 2nd string. 2 open 3rd string. 2, 1 open 4th string, and then 3 open 5th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. For number 4, we're going to do the D blues scale. The notes for this scale is going to be a D, F, G, A flat, A to a C, and then back to D. Okay, we're going to start off open 3 on the 4th string, open 1, 2 on the 3rd string, and then 1 to 3 on the 2nd string. That's the note D, that's your 1st octave. Coming back down, 1st fret, 2nd string, 2, 1 open on the 3rd string, and then 3 open on the 4th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. Okay, for number 5, we're going to hit each note 3 times. It'll sound like an 8th note triplet. 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, for number 6, we're going to take the scale up 2 octaves. Let's play what we've already played. Open 3, 4th string. Open 1, 2 on the 3rd string. 1 to 3 on the 2nd string. Now we're going to climb up the 1st string. We're going to go 1, 3, 4, 5, and then 8, 10. And that 10th fret is your 2nd octave D. Let's come back down. It'll go 8 to 5, 4, 3, 1st fret. On your 2nd string, we'll go 3 to 1. 2, 1 open 3rd string, and then 3 open 4th string. Okay, here's that scale up and down. 3, 4. I always recommend to jam and improvise with your chords and your scales. So I'm going to play some A7 and then improvise with some A blues scale. You can strum any patterns and play any tempo. Start off with some chords and some scales. Practice some chords and more scale. Okay, now I'm going to jam on a D7 and improvise with some D blues scale. Start off with some chords. A little scale. Practice some chords then. For this chapter study, we're going to go into part 3 of a power chord workout. We've been working our power chords throughout this book. We'll have one more study devoted to some power chords, and let's go ahead and learn some new power chords and talk about some different concepts. Okay, for number 1, we're going to start out with the B power chord. When you see a letter with a 5, that basically means your power chord. They're just asking for the root and the 5th. So this chord isn't major or minor. It may depend on the context. You might be playing in a certain key and using power chords, but sometimes power chords will just stand alone. And so if you see a B5, they're basically asking for a power chord. Okay, now you could do power chords some different ways. Let's talk about a couple. For B power chord, you're gonna have index finger on the 2nd fret, 5th string, and then stretch with your ring finger to get the 4th fret on the 4th string, and then hit those together. Okay, you can make some contact and mute your low 6th string. You can also use your index finger to mute all your strings. That way you can do more strumming if you like to. Okay, now a couple different ways you can play your power chords. I'll be doing the 2-note power chord with index and ring. You can also do pinky for that note. Great way to play power chords too. Going back to the ring finger, you can also do a 3-note power chord. I'm just going to add my pinky to hit the octave, and that would be on my 4th fret on the 3rd string. Now I can also bar with my ring finger to get that 2nd note, and I can do that same concept barring with my pinky. So you've got a handful of different ways to play your power chord. See what feels best for your fingers, and I recommend check them all out because you might even want to use certain fingers depending on the tune you're playing. Okay, now for this one, we're going to do all 4 bar progressions. We're going to have some different rhythms. So for number 1, we're going to start off with the whole note. That's a chord lasting for 4 beats for bar 1. We'll do quarter notes on bar 2, 8th notes on bar 3, and then 2 half notes on bar 4. And those are 2 chords lasting for 2 beats. I'm going to be down picking all of these. You can also do some alternate picking if you'd like to, but we'll explore that a little further in some studies coming up. Okay, so here comes number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 1 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. I also recommend, it's kind of fun, you could crank them up, you could put on distortion too if you like to. Okay, for number 2, we're going to do a B flat power chord. And another name for B flat is A sharp. That's an enharmonic name. So same chord, different name. Just going to take that same shape down to my 1st fret, still on my 5th string. So now I've got my index finger on the 1st fret, 5th string, and then my ring finger gets the 3rd fret on the 4th string. And there's your B flat. I'm also making some contact to mute my low 6th string. Okay, for this one, we're going to do quarter notes on bar 1, half notes on bar 2, quarter notes on bar 3, and then 8th notes on bar 4. Here's number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here's number 2 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, for number 3, we're going to do an A flat power chord. Another name for A flat is G sharp. And for this one, we're going to target the low 6th string. It's going to be that same shape. So I've got my index finger on the 4th fret 6th string, and then ring finger gets the 6th fret on the 5th string. Okay, for this one, we're going to do half notes for bar 1, quarter notes for bar 2, a whole note on bar 3, and then on bar 4, we're going to split it up with 8th notes for the first 2 beats and then a half note for the last 2 beats. Here comes number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Here's number 3 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 4. We're going to do some open position power chords. For your E power chord, I'm just going to have my index finger getting the 2nd fret on the 5th string along with my open 6th string. We're going to go 8th note triplets on the first bar, so it's going to be 3 notes on each beat for bar 1, and then we'll do quarter notes on bar 2. We're going to switch it to an A power chord. Just take that same shape, bump your index now to the 2nd fret on the 4th string, and then you have your open 5th string. You can also have your thumb over the 6th string if you want to mute that. We'll do, again, 8th note triplets for bar 3, and then quarter notes on bar 4, staying on that A power chord. Okay, here comes number 4. 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 4 a little faster. 1, 2, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Okay, for number 5, we're going to do an open position D power chord. It's going to be that same shape. I just have my open 4th string and then my 2nd fret on the 3rd string. For this one, we're going to go 2 bars of D power chord. We'll do quarter notes on bar 1 and then 8th note triplets on bar 2. On bars 3 and 4, we're going to switch it to an E power chord, and we'll have quarter notes on bar 3 and then 8th note triplets on bar 4. And that again is our open position E power chord. Here comes number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 5 a little faster. 1, 2, 3, 4. For number 6, we're going to go back to some fretted power chords. We're going to start off with the G power chord. That's index finger on the 3rd fret 6th string, ring fingers on the 5th fret 5th string. For this one, we're going to go 2 bars of G power chord. We'll do 8th notes on bar 1 and then quarter notes on bar 2. We're just going to pivot to a C power chord. Just bump your index now to the 3rd fret 5th string, ring fingers on the 5th fret 4th string. And we'll do 8th note triplets on bar 3 to a whole note on bar 4, staying on that C power chord. Okay, here's number 6. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's number 6 a little faster. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. Thank you so much for watching. We'll look forward to seeing you for chapter 15. Take care.